Shares in the Tasmanian timber company Guns soared this morning, up 80% after a New Zealand billionaire bought into the company. Richard Chandler is taking a 40% stake through the purchase of $150 million worth of shares. The company hopes to raise $280 million through the issue of new shares. The money will allow it to cut its debt as it tries to secure a joint venture partner for its proposed $2 billion Tamar Valley pulp mill. Well, analysts say New Zealand's billionaire Richard Chandler will likely overhaul the company. So what does that mean for Tasmania and the future of the pulp mill? Deputy Leader of the Greens, Senator Christine Milne, has long been an opponent of the project.
Well, we're interested to see why Richard Chandler would want to be buying into Guns. His corporate record seems to be to hold a small number of large stakes in companies. He moves in, he makes them profitable again, and then he sells out. So it looks to us clearly as if he's wanting a 40% share in Guns in order to get it back on track and then sell out. The problem is that he may or may not know the level of opposition to the pulp mill in Tasmania, which he says he's buying in order to capitalise. So this is, catalyse. This is a big problem for him, and so Senator Brown has written to him today to let him know that there is huge community opposition to the pulp mill that he wants to catalyse, and we're keen to meet with him and talk to him about that.
But your fear is that his involvement means that the pulp mill is a step closer.
Absolutely. His intention, as stated, is to move in and catalyse a pulp mill in Tasmania with Guns. Now, that is something that the community is totally opposed to. It is still an industrial polluting giant. The community doesn't want it, and he will be moving into a big community opposition campaign, and he needs to understand that. That's why we want to talk to him.
How likely is it that he will listen to you, given your suggestion that he's only in the deal to make a profit?
It's a very interesting question because he says that he puts principles before profits, that he's interested in prosperity for all, and yet you have a look at Sino-Forest, in which he has a huge shareholding. It's a Chinese company listed on the Canadian Stock Exchange, and it's in all sorts of trouble. In fact, its history is pretty much replicating Guns. It's in a suspended trading in Canada. There is a federal investigation, and so on and so forth. So he says one thing in terms of trying to improve corporate governance, transparency and so on, but on the other, the record of Sino-Forest doesn't give me much confidence in regard to that.
Christine Milne, thank you.
Thank you.